feel like playing anything. I'm just getting tired. Yeah, coming earlier tomorrow too. It'll be at 11 o'clock, so I got an important meeting tomorrow, like really important too. The CEO of the company is going to be there and got some major things to talk about. I hope it's nothing bad. I hope it's not like involving us losing our jobs. God forbid. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Try not to think negative. Check this game out. Hey, get back. Get back here. And I was trying to select the difficulty to see what the sections were. Not really big casual. Hey, you play this game on hard difficulty. Pretty good. I haven't played a 3D realm games in a long time. Pretty good. Animation really smooth. Our style looks alright. That's hilarious. Hey, good job. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is a demo. I don't know how it happened. But, okay. Yeah, it's tough like that. Yeah, this game's pretty good though. I have to say I like this game. Controls are really good. Very fast, very responsive. And if you like Duke Nukem, you'll love this game. It's really solid. I Good team. We'll do that. But nothing. Yeah, jump in there. It's a lot of explosive guys that just blow up. Do not hit those dudes. They're distance. Distance. You run out of ammo really quick in this area. Yeah, this is getting harder. Other than a damage. What's up, Gangster? How you doing? Yeah, it's made by the same people that made Duke Nukem 3D Realms. Pretty good. Plays really good. Graphics aren't like anything mind-blowing, but it plays really good. This aesthetic. No, this hasn't even come out yet. It's coming out this year. They just released a demo of it. Demo's pretty good. The only thing I don't like about this game is all you fight is mostly just cultists, like the game says. You're literally just fighting cultists. It's fun. Yeah, I got no problem with this game. This game's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I like the aesthetic. It's cool. I don't mind it. It's more, what I have a problem with is the gameplay. I don't want the gameplay to be like super archaic and uninteresting. But if you can do it right. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like people go back to the old school style. The good thing about these type of games, the one thing I do like about them, they're not like extremely hard, like graphics wise. You know, you don't need a really high end computer. You don't. They're probably a lot easier to program. You know, I can see where you don't need as big a team to make something like this. You know, so there is pluses to it. It doesn't work. Never mind. I guess you can't blow those up. Guess you can't blow these up. It looks like you can, but you can't. No, it looks like you can, but you can't. It doesn't look like you can. Guess you can't go though. It just looks like you can break these. Looks like you can, but I guess you can't. You can't. It looks like you can, but you can't. Yeah, I saw the Action Verge sequel. I didn't hear too good of things about it. People said like the maps are good, like the level design is better, and you know the traversing is better, but they said the combat got more homogenized. They said it's not as interesting. They said the fights are really uninteresting because it's like really brain dead. There's really no strategy.
basically just, you know, unga bunga, and just you don't have to worry about retaliation. So I was like, oh, that's kind of shitty. So that didn't make me too happy. So I kind of like passed on it. I saw the reviews, mostly gave it like 7, 6.5. So I'm like, doesn't sound like it's all that impressive. The first one sounds better still. You know, trust me, I've looked up games like that, like, oh man, the sequel's coming out, and you watch the reviews and watch people play it. You're just like, yeah, this doesn't look that good. Looks like I'll get through it and I'll be kind of bored. Like, it's something just with sequels, man. Sequels just... they don't meet up to their predecessors. You know, you look at it, it's like, oh man, I hope this game's really good, and you wait for it, and then you end up just being disappointed. That happens a lot with me, like a lot. I like a game, and then when the sequel comes out, it's usually just trash. It's like, what happened? Yeah, Momodora 5 is they're gonna be showing a trailer soon. Or I'm looking forward to that. I didn't like the previous game. The previous game was boring to me. What was it, Minoria? I did not like that game at all. I thought that game was really piss. Oh god, I fucked up. Oh man, this is like old school torture. Yeah, you mess up in this game, and you have to start all the way back from the beginning. It's like, ugh. Old school torture. I only buy pre-orders on a game I know I'm probably gonna like. You know, it really depends on the game. It really depends. If the game is really good, you know, I don't mind pre-ordering it. You know, it just depends. But yeah, I don't buy like the deluxe edition, you know, the shitty, you know, like edition I don't need, you know. I don't need to spend all those extras. But, oh man, buy the $100 version with all the digital upgrades and season pass bullshit. I'm like, I'll wait. A lot of times then the hype kind of dies out and then I forget about it. That happens a lot. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, so... But just because it's old doesn't mean it's good. Either, you know? I mean, I know a lot of people that just buy... The only reason why you buy old games is because they're cheap. You know, I think that's one of the good things about buying, you know, indie games or just games that are old. They're usually cheap. So it saves you a lot of money. Which is good. If you don't care about playing the latest shit, yeah, buy old games. But just because you buy old games doesn't mean it's good either. And people say, oh, I just buy pixel games or games that are made from before the 1990s because those are always good. I'm like, that's not true. I think that's a phallus statement. I think people that do that, I think that's kind of ignorant. That sucks. Nah, get up there. Stuffies. I have a feeling it'll probably get you over there. Oh well. Try this again. I watched the demo of it. I got some problems with it. I'm not. I have to play the combat. You know, it's like the visuals look alright, except there's no voice acting on the story. I heard it's just grunts and moans. I'm like, oh god, that's terrible. Like, I don't know why Bandai Namco would make something like that. Would just like, hey, look it, we're just gonna put grunts and moans for the talking because we're too fucking cheap to make a fully scripted game. I'm like, wow, that's pretty lazy. Like, I'm like, when I was watching Globe Coup, whatever his name is, he was reviewing it and he was like saying that was a pet peeve of his. And I was like, really? It's not voice acted fully? I'm like, you gotta be shit, man. That to me is like super lazy. Like big old budget like Bandai Namco has, and they can't afford to fucking put voice acting in it. Just like, ugh. Yeah, fuck that. Seriously, you have no. They have no excuse why they can't afford to put full voice acting in those games. Like, it's seriously, it's like they have no excuse. So when I see them, you know, just cut corners like that, and then I heard like the models are really stiff. Like they look like dolls. There's like they make the cutscenes look good, but then when you see them in action, they look really lifeless. I'm just like, man, like that's sad. Like, you know, I thought it was gonna be like super amazing. And watch, I have a feeling the reviews are gonna just be mediocre. Watch, it's gonna be a mediocre game, and I'll be like, well, good thing I didn't buy it. What the fuck do you get over there? I bet you're supposed to go. You're supposed to go over there. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? I'm just running in circles. I don't have the key card. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, I haven't tried the demo yet on PS5, but I watched the guy play it, and I have mixed feelings about it. Just don't be surprised if the review comes out and it just turns out to be a mediocre game. It's just like, it's okay. I'm like, good thing I didn't buy it. Because it seems like a lot of games I've been looking forward to, they've just been okay. Like they're just what, and those I think are the worst games. It's not the bad games that are usually the worst. It's the mediocre ones, because they're the most boring. They're just like, oh, this game came out, eh. Like that's like the feeling you get. It's just eh. Do I have the key card? Can I leave? I'm going in. There's a lot of secrets. This game's pretty cool though. Cultic. Not bad. Not a bad game. Go check it out. It's cute. It's pretty fun. I would like to see the full version, but it looks interesting. I just hope there's more enemy variety. Enemy variety is just you're just fighting cultist priests. That's really all you fight. So it's like it does get kind of boring after a while, but it has potential. Been playing Left 4 Dead and Bioshock.
What did you try out? Back for Blood or whatever the new Left 4 Dead clone made by the same team. I looked at it. I was like, I'm not interested. Like, I was like, I don't need another Left 4 Dead clone. Like, it's literally just Left 4 Dead. It's nothing interesting, you know. It's like it's just a reskinned Left 4 Dead. I was just like, yeah, I'm good. Like this lately, like I said, it's been kind of boring. Like there's not a lot of games, like not a lot of interesting stuff coming out. Just a lot of stuff's been very disappointing. Like I said, Chris Tales was extremely disappointed. Yeah, Back for Blood. And you haven't heard of that? Back for Blood, made by the same team. I think is it the same team? No, okay. No, it's not the. Is it this? No, it's not the same team. Never mind. I thought it was. But yeah, it's literally Left 4 Dead. Surprised you haven't seen this. It's literally Left 4 Dead. It's the same. Yeah, yeah, from the creators. It is from the same people. So yeah, it's literally Left 4 Dead. Like, oh look, it's the witch. It's the tank. It's like it's the same exact game. It is like wow, like they didn't even try, man. I mean, I know like people like Left 4 Dead. I was like, just call it Left 4 Dead 3. Like, why are you calling it a new game when it's nothing different? Look at the name. Like, players the human or the ridden. I mean, they mean the infected. Just call it Left 4 Dead 3. Like, seriously, it's like it's the same. Unless it's because of licensing issues, but it just seems like, yep, this is Left 4 Dead 3. That's all it is. That's all it fucking is. I'm guessing they can't call it because of the company name. But that's all it is. It's just Left 4 Dead 3. It just looks better. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to play another Left 4 Dead. You know, it's obviously a bait. It's not the same company though, so it's probably why they can't call it that. But it is the same people that made it. So I was just like, I'm not interested. I can care less. Yeah, there hasn't really been too much coming out, dude. Like as far as games, like yeah, I'm not like it's been pretty bad lately in terms of what I'm looking forward to. Like ugh, it's been really like bad. Like almost every single game I've been looking forward to over the last couple months, it's just been really disappointing, or just eh. So like, let me go through what. Okay, so this one I heard is pretty good. I haven't tried this one yet. I want to try Blaster Master 3. I heard this is the best one in 3. From like I said, also the most difficult. This game, this game was the first one was super disappointing. I did not like this game. It was such a letdown. Like it was just like, wow, this game was started off cool, and then it just, wow, that was it. That game was fucking short. Um, this game was had potential, but God, the gameplay kind of ruined it a little bit. I liked it to a point, and it's just like it looks beautiful. Like it's like the animation, everything. The world's cool, the monsters are cool, but it just I don't know. This one the gameplay needs major tweaking. Like I didn't like how it played a lot of the time. It just was annoying. Let's see. Trying to look what I played recently. Yeah, this again, watching the demo. Looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking game. But I'm skeptical about it. This game looks fucking sick. Let's see. Trying to think what else I saw that was disappointing. There's a few games. I'm just going through them right now, trying to find them.
This game was good. I like Pheromonium. Pheromonium was really good. I enjoyed this game. I would like to see a sequel to this. I haven't played this yet. I heard this is really interesting. Chernobyl. This looks pretty cool. Got good reviews. Let's see. Trying to looking through. I have this game. I have it for. I got this for free on Epic Store. I need to play this. Heard it's really really good. Where is? Trying to find the games that I bookmarked that were disappointing. Axiom Verge 2, of course, you know. I looked at the reviews. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till it's like $5 and then maybe pick it up. Yeah, Chris Tales, really disappointing. Really disappointing. Like, I looked at the review. When I saw the reviews go up, I was like, oh, that's not good mixed. Like, when you see mixed, that's not usually a good sign. And then I was like, oh man, it's such a beautiful RPG. It looks like they have gorgeous visuals and good music and interesting characters. And then you play the game and you're just like, oh fuck, the combat is so boring. And it's so monotonous. Like, the most important thing about this game is the worst part of it. The thing you do the most in this game is the most boring part of the game. And a lot of people say the same thing. The combat is really redundant, and it's not interesting. It's just like, they do nothing with the mechanics to make it interesting. They just introduce it in the beginning, and you never use it. It's like, oh, you know those time shift mechanics that we put in the game? Yeah, they're fucking completely pointless. So don't even do them. You can just fucking just wail on enemies and you're fine. Like, well, that sounds boring. And the battles are so frequent. Because I think it's RNG, so you can't see the enemies, so they just run into you, I think. So I'm just like, God. I'm like, you know, like, you've already lost me at that point. But yeah, I was looking forward to this game. I was like, maybe this is a turn-based RPG. I might turn it around. And it's another Indivisible. It's like Indivisible was the same thing. Indivisible was like, oh man, this game looks amazing. It looks so fun. And then you play it, and you get towards the middle, and you're just like, yeah, this game's getting kind of boring. Because the fights aren't interesting, because it's just a broken mess. It's just like, yeah, they did not test this very well, and they just basically just, oh, it works for the first part of the game, so let's just copy and paste it for the entire game. And the game just becomes an utter joke. And it's like the bosses just die so fucking fast because you get so many turns. So it's like, okay, there's no challenge at all. It's fucking piss easy. Yeah, Indivisible was really disappointed. That was really it had so much potential. And it just fell on its ass so hard. I reviewed it, and a couple people said, like, man, you're like one of the only people that, like, were so honest, like, about the review and not be calling out on this bullshit. I was like, yeah. And I said, I agree. I gave the game a 7. Because everybody was, like, giving it, like, 8s and 9s. I'm like, ain't no 8 and 9, man. Fuck that shit. Have you played through the whole thing? And I just shot it down, and I was like, yeah, this game is incomplete as shit, dude. It's so lackluster and so boring towards the end. And there's no replay value at all. There's no reason to gather the characters. There's very little to no story for the side characters at all. So it's like, what's the point? Dude, I had no reason to power up because I was so fucking broken at towards the end. Taking like 5-6 turns a character. I mean, the bosses would die in like 2 rotations. You do so much goddamn damage. It's like, okay, this isn't fair. But yeah, at least a couple people told me, like, man, being, how honest you were, like, because I think I'd make a good reviewer in that sense because I would fucking just rate games. Like, I will just, like, complain and point out flaws and tell people why these games are bad or why these games are mediocre. And the ones that usually excite me the most are the ones that people don't really give it enough credit. Like, I'll look at a game and go, no, 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 no. Like, oh, like there's something good here. Like, you're missing out, man. Like, I think you don't see the hidden potential of the game. Like, I've done that a few times where I'm like, wait, 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 don't sell this game short. Like, this game, there's something special here. Like, and it may not do it extremely well, but but it has hidden potential. You can see it. And a lot of people just kind of meh on it, and I'm like, dude, this is not a meh game. It's actually pretty good. You know, you give it a chance. Like, perfect example was, what do you call it? What's that one horror game I like? Trying to look it up. Okay, here's a perfect example. A series that's kind of underrated. You ever played Doorways? This game is pretty good. I was shocked at how good this game was. I played the whole series and I really enjoyed it. The puzzles are really good. Some of the puzzles are a little frustrating, but the puzzles are good. The story's pretty creepy. Cutscenes are kind of ugly, but I was actually enjoying this game. I actually played the entire series, and I never heard of this game. And I was like, dude, you should play this game. Like, this game's actually pretty good. No, this one. Doorways, Not in the Flesh. Not Rabby Ribby. Doorways. Just like, yeah, it's called Cybot Studios. That's the company that makes this series. But yeah, I didn't like this game. It was boring. I did not like this game. This game was super boring. It is literally just, it's just a survival arena horror. It's a survival shooter arena. It's like Doom without any levels. It's really boring. It's really repetitive. But yeah, they made all the Doorways series, Doorways Underworld, Doorways Prelude. They also made the Blackheart. This is a fighting game that they made a long time ago. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this game. I remember this. I remember this game. This game was funny. You just like play as horror icons as a fighting game. My friend showed it to me a long time ago. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. Like, me and my friend played this for a little bit. It's interesting. But yeah, they made all the Doorways games. So, like, I played, like I said, all of them. So, Mountains of Flesh, Old Prototype, Underworld, Prelude. Yeah, they're all good. Like, I liked all of these. It's really fucking good. No, it's a different team. It's not the same people that made Doom. It's just, I never heard of these people, Cybot Studios. But yeah, this is, like I said, it's not, like, it's mostly positive. It's solid. Like, it's a solid game. I would give this game, like, a 7, 7.5. It's solid. It has some shortcomings. It's made by a very small team. But I can see the potential. You know, I see it. Like, I don't know. Some games, they just resonate with me a certain way where I can look deep into it and I notice something more than what people don't notice. And I'm like, dude, like, give this game a chance. Like, it's really good if you actually sit down and play it. But a lot of people just shoot it down quick, like, because it's not mainstream, it's not popular, you know. So automatically it's shit, and that is far from the truth. It's like, no, give the game a chance. It's really fucking good. Another game that surprised me. Let me look at give you some other games where I was kind of like telling you, like, oh, don't sell this game short. Like, no, 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 you got something here, something pretty interesting. Dread Out. You know, I don't know. You've seen me harp about this game, like, in a good way. Like, I've always praised this game. And, you know, it's funny. Like, you look at it, started off kind of bumpy, and then it actually got better. I was like, dude, this game is actually really good. Like, it is a little quirky. Like, it has quirkiness to it. They definitely need to work on the quirkiness. But if they fixed out all the quirkiness and made it more polished, like, this game has a lot of potential. And I'm like, dude, it's a good game. And I beat this game 3 times. And I really enjoyed it. I was like, I love the atmosphere. I like the story. You know, the monsters are really creepy. Combat's interesting. You know, it's like a combination of Fatal Frame and, like, Silent Hill. But you know, I liked it. I thought it was very, very good. I even reviewed it, saying like, "Hey, this." I did a video review of it. And I said, "This is a solid game. It's a 7.5. If they fixed all the polish, it should be a solid 8. Like I would be like, you know, definitely nothing amazing, but a solid 8. You know, and I've been following this series since the beginning, and I like tell people it's like you're missing out. It's a good horror game. There's even a movie of it. I haven't watched the movie yet. I want to watch the movie. You know, the movie looks pretty good. It actually looks pretty faithful to the game. And I played all three of them. Well, there's actually 4 games. There's Dreadout, Dreadeye, Dreadout 2, and then Dreadout Keepers of the Dark. And I recommend playing all of them. Well, Dreadeye not really, because it's VR. So I don't play that one. Elder Vale it's another underrated game. Again, it's a little quirky, but it's pretty good. It has pretty good puzzles. You know, it got good reviews. It's not a like stellar looking game. It's interesting though. You know, and he's making a sequel, and I'm looking forward to the sequel. I'm like, okay, it looks like I saw the visual. I was like, whoa, it looks so much better. Like this looks amazing. Like, you know, how much he's improved the graphics. This looks like really fucking good. I was like, holy crap, this actually looks interesting. I want to play the demo. And he said he's going to remake the first one in this style if the second one does really well. So it looks like, damn. I'm like, tell me more of this. I want to see more. Yeah, it's games like this I like. The little odd ones that just come out of nowhere that you don't know anything about them. They're just there. And then, you know, no one talks about them. I'm like, nah, these are actually pretty good games. So, these are the games that honestly, I think that these are the ones that resonate with me the most. It's just those little rough diamonds that you find. They're just like, you like them. There's something about them you like. They're not the best games you've played, but there's just something special about them. And those are the ones I gravitate towards. And I keep playing them, and they're like, it's not a mind-blowing game, but I like it. You know, it's like you want more. And you're like, you see like where the passion of the person that makes the game, where you can see they really are trying, and they're trying to make a good, compelling game. And I'm interested, fully vested in the game. And then there's other games I'll play, and like there's another one, Frio. There's another series. I thought this game was gonna be a complete joke. I thought this game looks fucking awful. It's ugly. It is so ugly. Like it looks like something from like the early, 2000s. And like PS2. And then you play it, and I couldn't put the controller down. I was like, holy crap, the puzzles are really good. Puzzles are good, the story's kind of interesting. You know, I wanted to do more, and I played the entire series, and I was like, dude, don't miss out on this game. It's cheap too. I got them for like $1.50 each. And they were actually really fun games for how short they were. They were like 3 hours a piece, 4 hours. And I enjoyed them. I was like, damn. Play all 3 games. They're really good. I would like to see a new one if they can. See an update, like a fourth one. I would play more of this series if I could. What else did I play that was interesting? Trying to share games with you that I find I recommend that are like underrated. Home Sweet Home 2 was good. Home Sweet Home was good. I felt 2 was a bit disconnected compared to 1. I like 1 more. Good game, though. It's good. Home Sweet Home series is good. Iris Fall was pretty good. Interesting puzzle game. Short. Let's see. Yeah, Little Witch no beat up, man. This game, man, stole my heart. I was like, it's funny. Like, I don't know what happened, why it went down. This game stole my heart. Like, it really stole my heart. I could not. I was just so mesmerized by this game. I was like, what the fuck? This game's got its grip on me, dude. I can't stop playing this game. I beat it like 3 times. I could not put the controller down, man. And then, at first I was like, oh, it's just a little lolly game. It's not even that fun, And then you play it, you're like, holy crap, this game is like serious business. Serious business. Like, this is a real man's game right here. Like, holy crap. Don't let the cutesy visuals fool you. Like, there is something deep here. Like, this game, tasty, man. It's such a tasty game. It's challenging. It's really fun. Music is fucking amazing. Like, I knew when I found out, like, the composer for Rabby Ribby worked on some of the songs here. I was like, oh, that's no wonder I like it so much. Because I love the music in Rabby Ribby. Very similar tone. Yeah, this is like stupid good game. Definitely one of my biggest games of 2020. This was huge for me. You know, yeah, that was probably one of the strongest entries last year. Another good game, Lost in Vivo. Looks like shit. This game looks like shit. It looks like something from 2000. It's old, but fuck, it's good. Graphics are really outdated, but fuck, it's good. It is interesting. Very interesting game. It's at 1:30. About to switch to Genshin a little bit. And we got the Genshin stream coming up. Yeah, those are the games those are the ones I think are just resonate the most with me. Just those weird games that you just don't see anybody talk about. Underparty? Let me look at this. Underparty? Rabby Ribby clone? Oh, never seen this game before. What's that? Well, I mean, it looks kind of like a Flash game. And it's a lot more gruesome. It's a lot darker game. Very bloody. It's like a Flash game, though. Interesting, though. I've never played it or heard of it. So it's cute violence and gore. Story basically doesn't exist. It's a 2-hour game, really short. So yeah, I would not spend this full price. I'd buy it when it's cheap. Yeah, it's like super gory. I'll check it out. But I'll get it when it's cheap. Or just download it for free. Thanks for showing me. Well, the only games I say is similar. Well, Rabby Ribby, keep in mind, is a bullet hell game. So if it's not bullet hell, it's Rabby Ribby is not just about cutesy bunny girls. It's about the bullet hell mechanics. Like, this is another bunny game. I hate this game. I wanted to like it, but the controls are fucking awful. Like, the controls are so bad. Like, it's cute. Like, it's a cute looking game. You play it, but fuck, the controls are fucking terrible. It just feels off, man. Like, interesting characters and stuff like that. And I like the world. Like, I would have played this if the controls were good. But the controls just really just killed it for me in this game. I just couldn't play it anymore. You see, I played it for 2.5 hours, and I was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this shit. Like, God, fix the controls, man. Controls are just awful. Yeah, anime and Metroidvanias. I do like try to look for those. Look for good ones. You know, I do like like I said, the bullet hell type ones. I'm gonna try this game out. The Wine Horror Tales. Looks interesting. Yeah, just finding like a good. I don't really see bullet hell Metroidvanias. You just don't see them. It's very rare you see a bullet hell Metroidvania. Like I have not seen another one since Rabby Ribby. I'd like to play another one. But yeah, most of them are just standard fare. This game, this game looked interesting, and then apparently it's not very good. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. Ouch. This game was supposed to be like looking amazing, and it's like, ouch, what happened? What happened? Sounds like it's just not polished. I have to wait for this game to be finished before I play it. Looked interesting though. Say, hey, look, it's Super Metroid. Really flashy looking Super Metroid game, but really unpolished. Oh, Wings of V is fucking awful, dude. I hate Wings of V. That game can go fuck itself, man. Fuck Wings of V, dude. That game is shit. Man, I couldn't even get past the first level. That's how annoyed I was. I was like, oh my god, the fucking hit detection is just terrible. There's no hit stun. You just die instantly when monsters touch you. It's really stupid. Yeah, there's really not any. Yeah, this game was bad. Cute game, but fuck, it's bad. Like, the controls are terrible. Another bad game. Like, oh man, Toho Double Focus looks amazing, and then I play it. Oh, I can see why people say this game sucks. It's just like, you play it, you just know when you're getting into yourself into something bad, you know? You can just tell. You just play it for a little bit, and you just can tell it's gonna be bad. It doesn't take a lot. Yeah, there's really no, like, Metroid Bullet Hell games like Rabby Ribby. Like, there really isn't. I'm like, I would love to play another Rabby Ribby type game. Like, I want to see more of the style. But, I just don't see it. It's like Bullet Hell. I want to see Bullet Hell Metroidvania. But I don't see them. They must be like, it's such a rare, now it's just a rare, it seems to be a very rare combination of genre that you just do not see. Dragon Marked for Death. I watched my friend play it for a bit. I had that game was on my radar, but then after watching it enough, I wasn't really that impressed with it. That game was kind of disappointing. It looked interesting, but then I got to see more of it, and I was getting less and less interested until I just completely was disinterested with it altogether. Yeah, yeah. And also it was expensive. It was like $40. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not buying that shit. $40 for that game, fucking kiss my ass. Yeah, it's just. See, I'll be honest. Indie create games, like for me, like they make overall decent games, like mostly pixel-based games. I do like the Blaster Master series. Gunvolt's good. I haven't played all the Gunvolt games. I did not like Curse of the Moon 2. Hated Part 2. Loved the first one. Can't stand the second one. I played Galgun. Galgun's cute. It's, basically a rail shooter. Yeah, I just don't like. This is probably my least favorite game by them. It just didn't have a lot of. The bosses didn't look very interesting either. They looked really easy. It's kind of boring. Yeah, I'm glad they brought the Gunvolt series, after a while, and they brought Luminous Avenger, and then they're bringing out another one, I think. So it's good that the game's getting love. It's a good series. People like, Mega Man X. Yeah, but out of all the games I like the most, it's definitely Blaster Master. Blaster Master series is I really like Blaster Master. So I'm waiting for the third one. I'll get it on sale. Yeah, it's a lot of games out there. Just again, I play them and then I end up not liking them. It just seems to be a common thing with me. I'll play something and it just does not do shit for me. Like I'm just not interested. I'm just like this is boring or just this is whatever. Like it's okay. You got games like this. Ugh, oh God, fucking Dollhouse, dude. Oh my God, this fucking game. I was like, oh man, this game looks cool. And then I play it. Oh God, this game fucking sucks. I got the demo and I was like, holy crap, this game is bad. It's bad. It had an interesting concept, and then it was like, it's so bad. So fucking bad. Ugh. I was bored to tears playing this game. Like the first level is like, oh God, shoot me. It's so boring. That was the other one. Remember this game? Oh, did they get rid of it? Where's Project Scissors? Yeah, Nightcry. Remember this game? Oh man, what a fucking disappointment. Remember this game? Project Scissors? Nightcry, which is supposed to be like the predecessor to like Clock Tower. Like, homage to Clock Tower. It's such a bad game. Like, it's made so piss ass. I played this game. I played it for like 2 hours. And I was like, I'm done. This game is bad. This game is just such a disappointment, dude. Like, oh man, I don't know why people were like getting so. This was 5 years ago when I was gonna play this. I remember when I was getting all hyped about it. Like, oh man, Clock Tower, cool. And then you play it and you're like, this game is shit. This game is shit. Like, what was this made on PlayStation Vita? I mean, not even Vita. Like PlayStation PSP. Like the graphics are so outdated. The controls are bad. The models look terrible. and it's just a bad game. And then the lip sync is awful. I'm just like, oh god, what happened to the budget to this game? It's like Jesus, man, so bad. Ugh. I seem to run into these games from really look at 46. You know it's bad when it's like it's not even on the fucking Metacritic anymore. 46 though, that is fucking awful. Yeah, that's bad, man. Yeah, I run into these kind of games like a lot. Dude. I really do. I just seem to find the shit. Yeah, this is on Kickstarter. I did Kickstarter. Again, disappointing, man. Just disappointment after disappointment. And then there's games that don't even come out that I Kickstarter, or games that came out and I regret kickstarting. Like I stopped Kickstarter altogether. I will never Kickstarter another game. Fuck that shit. If your game is gonna be good, just bring it on the Steam store. So at least if it sucks within 2 hours of gameplay, I can fucking refund it. At least it's no harm, no foul. But you know, a Kickstarter game, yeah, I'm not gonna fund your shit. Watch it be just a big disappointment, and then I'm like, okay, well, yeah, Shenmue 3 was terrible. This is a game that's like, yeah, that would have been cool if it came out 20 years ago. Shenmue 3, the game nobody asked for in 2020. You know, hey, why play that when you can play Yakuza? Because that's actually a good game. But no, let's not. Isn't Frictional bringing out a new game? This game was really disappointing. Amnesia was such an amazing game. This was the worst entry. I wouldn't say the worst. Second worst entry. The Machine for Pig was fucking the worst. Yeah, what a disappointing. I was like, oh man, they're making another Amnesia game. I go and play it. I'm like, yeah, this game's kind of boring. Like, not interesting, you know? Not interesting. First game is like god tier horror game. Second game is what the fuck, and then the third one is like meh. Meh. Soma was godly. Penumbras are really good. Love Penumbra. You know, Amnesia is one of the best horror games I've ever made, and it's just like they make newer ones and they fucking suck. Like, why does this happen? Why can't you guys make, you know, a better game? I never played this one, the new one, Observer System redo. Bloober Team. I like this game too. Never played this. Heard this is boring or bad. Heard the medium was really disappointing. I don't know. I have to play it. I have to check it out. I want to see it. I have not checked it out yet. Layers of Fear was amazing. I hated the second one. The second one was so bad. I was like, oh god, all the charm of the first one's gone. Why is this game so boring? Why is it not interesting? Do I like mindless games? Nah, not really. I don't like games like Minecraft. I'm not into those games. No, thank you. Not my cup of tea. I'm good. I'm good. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright. Let's see. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, for me, I mean, obviously I'm older, so my tastes have changed. I mean, I don't like a lot of the same things I used to. I don't like turn-based RPGs very often anymore. I can't really put up with those anymore. I like action RPGs much more. But also, I think as you get older, you just get pickier because you've played so much. I've played so many video games, so I'm just ultra fucking picky, and that's just how I am. That's just me. I can't help it. I'm picky. I just can't help it. I'm super, super fucking picky. Yeah, I mean, obviously, too, is time. We don't have time like we used to. I definitely don't have the time like I used to. But I think it's also, too, you get tired easier, you know. But I can play a game for a long period of time if I'm engaged. And usually I'm the most engaged when it's something fresh and I'm really enjoying just experiencing the game. When everything's new, that's when I have the most fun. It's like when I was playing Genshin Impact Day 1. Fucking blew my mind because it was just so much to take in. Those are the times where you see me really get hooked. Same thing with, you know, Little Witch Nobita, Rabby Ribby, um, Crosscode. Um, Trying to think of any other games. So like the, you know, Ori and the Blind Forest. You know, Eve 9 when it first came out. Fucking just, Jesus, man, could not get my face off the TV, man. I was glued to it. I was like playing like 9, 10 hours straight, and I wasn't bored. Because again, it's something fresh. It's something new. So your the discovery process is what is so amazing. You really enjoy just doing that stuff. You just enjoy experiencing the game. Yeah, I mean that's everybody. I think that's not even just you're gonna backlog anything you get. Even if I'm gonna change to this, then trust me, you'll backlog that stuff too. You'll backlog games, you'll backlog movies, you'll backlog books, you'll backlog, there's always things you're gonna backlog. Because it's just not important to you anymore. Or it's also I think it's additionally it's a lack of interest. You're not as interested in the things that you used to be interested in, and that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, don't feel bad. It's just that's just how it is now. Welcome to getting old. Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I agree with that. You just never know. Your life could end tomorrow. Your life could end in 20 years. It could live in 50 years, 40 years. I might live till I'm 90. You never know.
Let me scry.
But yeah, I mean, I think what people like is just new experiences, you know, finding something fresh and refreshing. Because, you know, variety is the spice of life. I agree with that. I full-heartedly attest to that. You know, variety is always a good thing. I would never say variety is a bad thing. It's not. Variety is always a good thing.
Scry the sky. Take flight. Whirling snow. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Well, that's why, because it's a new experience. That's what makes, you know, even when you get older, new experiences are tantalizing to your mind. That's I know this. I think we all know that to be true.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the adventurers can do absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
Shadows of fate. Take flight. By royal decree, let me scry.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you with time. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Delved into destiny. Take flight. Let me scry. Whirling snow. Let's dance.
Yeah, experiences are definitely awesome. I mean, you find them. I think as you get older, they're not as often. They're more often when you're young. That's why you're so full of, interest, wonder, and you're happy because there's so much new things, tantalizing your mind. So you're in good spirits. But when things stop becoming interesting and you get bored easy and there's nothing stimulating you, I think that's something that comes with age. There's not much you can do about that. You're gonna get old. You're gonna get old. You're gonna get bored of things. That's just how it is. Oh yeah. Well, you had a lot more energy back then too. Yeah, a lot more energy back then. Not anymore. I definitely don't have it anymore. Used to. But it's not that and it's not that I don't find new things to enjoy. I do. Believe me, I do. It's just the frequency that they happen is less. But believe me, I do find something that interests me eventually. It's gonna happen. I'm just not gonna just give up, you know, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy, good sir.
Delve into destiny. My apologies.
Well, that's. I mean, as humans, you know, our emotions and everything, we change, you know. We can't just keep doing the same thing forever to be happy. I mean, it'd be nice if we could, but that's not how we operate. Our brains have to be constantly stimulated in different ways, whether it be the type of food we eat, you know, the challenges we face in life, you know, there's got to be something. That's why everybody, you know, that's why it's the old saying's true, you know, variety is the spice of life. I strongly agree with that. It is. Variety is the spice of life.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
You know, same thing with like our jobs, you know, food we eat. You get tired, you know, I'm sure you get tired of doing the same thing all the time. You know, job is boring because, you know, you need to do it because you have to survive. But, you know, it doesn't matter what job you do, even a job you love, after a while it gets boring. Because you're just doing the same thing all the time. Even if it's something you truly, truly love. Remember when I was making my own game, you know, making my own Dance Dance Revolution mix, and I was so into it when I was young. And then after about 3 years, I got tired of it. I really got tired of making it. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, out of nowhere, the enjoyment started disappearing. And that's just how it is. It's just how it is, friend. It's just how, that's how dim apples, that's dim apples. Can't do much about that.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Scry the sky. Shadows of fate. Take flight. Delve into destiny. Shadows of fate. Whirling snow. I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. My apologies.
Control your own food. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, you know, nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, sometimes a simple life is more entertaining. I can see the charm in, taking care of your own farm, making your own food, taking care, doing fending for yourself. I could see the charm in that. But I don't think there's any right answer to living like a fulfilling life. It's like, oh, do this and then you'll be happy forever. I think it's honestly you just got to keep changing. You got to keep changing. You just got to keep encountering new things in your life. I think that's honestly the secret. Oh, still get everything? I got everything. All done. I'll do this event anymore. All done. Yeah, I'm finished. We are finished. Okay. But yeah, things change. That's just being human. We change. We all change. I will say I do miss going out, seeing people. I do miss doing that. Even the simple thing, just, going out to a restaurant and just hanging out with friends, even I miss that. It's such a simple thing, but it makes me happy. Staying in my room all the time gets boring. And I do it because I have to, because I gotta work. And what's going on with. Well, yeah, you always want the thing you don't have because you never had it before. It's a new experience to you. It's like, think of it like this way, like fantasy. Like I love video games because they're escape from reality. Do I want to become like a video game character? Do I want to live in that world? No, because then it's not a dream anymore. And I guess it's nice chasing the dream. The dream, it's just nice to escape to. But I don't want to dwell in it. Because I think it loses its purpose. I like it staying a dream. But I don't want to be disconnected from reality either. Or, I accept reality for what it is. It's just being human. That's just part of being a being in this world. You gotta deal with it. It comes with being a mortal person. It's part of the territory. That's how it is, Damn apples. I just deal with it one day at a time. But it's nice to just look, look forward to things, even if they're little. Just to pour your happiness into something. My happiness was, when I got my house, I was really happy, but the feeling kind of flipped, because I've rented a house before, so it's not really that big of, I guess, of a thing to me. I enjoy it, but it's not a big thing to me.
I summon. Leave my space. Written in the stars. Let me scribe. My royal decree.
Also, too, like little things can make you happy too. Just I'll be honest, like it's nice just to get out of the house, just to go do chores. I may complain about I got chores to do, but it actually feels good to get out of the house just to do chores. I know that sounds weird, but actually like just going out. Well, I'm gonna go run some errands. Be back later, because the change of scenery and having your mind focus on a task. I think that's good for you. When your mind is not doing anything and it's just wandering, and it's because it's aching to be, it's aching to do something, and obviously not fulfilling it. So you get bored, and then all you want to do is sleep, or you just eat because you're bored. I know I do that a lot. I hate when I get bored because I start snacking a lot. It's a triggered response.
Will not stand for this. My opponent. Oz, reveal thyself. Delve into destiny. Decided by destiny. Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Yeah, it's hard to buy a house nowadays. I'm fortunate I have a house. I had my dad help me, which I appreciate. It's not easy to buy a home, man. It's getting harder in California, like getting really hard in California. California, like I said, renting a house now is like $2,500 to $3,000 a month. It's ridiculous how much it costs to rent a house now. I bought my house for $1,870 a month, and I'm gonna pay it off in like 18 years. So I'm grateful I had that opportunity to do that.
Go, Barbara, go! Take flight! My royal decree! My apologies!
Fortunately, I got in at a good time. I was able to find a house. Had to act very quickly though, because I did not have a lot of time to buy this house. I had like literally like 2 days to make my decision because the market is that hot right now. Otherwise, it would have been sold to somebody else. So I jumped on it real quick. The only thing I hope and that can happen in the next like couple of years is I can refinance, get a better interest rate. Because the interest rate that I got, it's good for this type of home, but shit, if I can get it down to like a 2% loan, man, I'd be doing a lot better. If I save another $200-300 a month on a payment. Yeah, just buying a mobile home. In California, the interest rate, the best interest rate you can get, from what I was told, is like 6.5%, which is really high. Buying a traditional home, the best rate you can get, I think, is like 1.75. Big difference, but the amount of money that you're lending is like a third, which is compared to a traditional home. So you have to weigh that out.
Embraces its duty.
Because I didn't do that. But I did that already.
Add astro.
Do I know somebody that lives in an RV? No, not that I know of. There's nothing wrong with living in an RV. It doesn't mean you're poor. It's just you have a mobile home, basically. You have a home that is on wheels. I mean, you can actually, if you can travel from like site to site, as long as you're willing to travel all the time, you save a lot of money and not having to rent something. Because you can rent, I think you go from like site to site for like 2-3 weeks. You can stay there, and then you just have to keep moving around. It's the only bad thing about it. You're not stationary. It's the only negative.
If you ever.
I don't know, trucker's pretty stressful. They don't get a lot of sleep, I hear. Working like 60, 70, 80-hour work weeks, and I heard the sleep schedule's terrible for a trucker. Very, very stressful. My stepdad used to be a trucker, and he would work like 70 hours a week. Very stressful job. So yeah, I wouldn't sit there and say they're less stressed than an office job. I think they have way more stress. Because, they fall asleep on the road. That's so dangerous.
Take flight! Let me scrub.
Yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't sit there and say, "Oh yeah, trucker's life's for me." No way. Fuck that. I'm good on that, man. You can have that. I think I'd be super stressed out. I mean, I'm not stressed out anymore. I used to be stressed because of the house and working all the overtime. I'm not as stressed now. The only thing I'm worried about is tomorrow. Supposedly there's like a big meeting tomorrow at my job, and it's really, 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 really important. So I'm hoping it's nothing bad. I hope they don't say, "Hey, we're letting a bunch of you guys go." I mean, one of my coworkers was worried about that, and he's like, "Man, I hope they're not going to do a mass layoff." Because I don't want to hear that shit. I really don't want to hear that. I'm hoping that's not the case, because man, if I hear like, "Oh yeah, we're letting you guys go, it's your last week," I hear that shit, and be like, I'm not gonna be happy. It's like, well, shit. I hope it's not that. I don't think it is. I think it's something else. I think it has to do with COVID. But yeah, supposedly it's a big meeting at my job, like big meeting. It's really important. So I don't know what's going on. So we'll see. I gotta be at the meeting tomorrow, 11 o'clock. So I'm just curious what it's about.
Got lucky that time. The show begins. Yeah. Right hand into the fire. Cut to the chase. Don't blink. I can fix this. No touching. Incoming. Get them. With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Nice and spicy. Access denied. This is long overdue. Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We will see. I just hope it's something bad. I mean, we're doing so well at my job. Like, I will say, my job is looking pretty secure. We're doing really, really well at my job. We're so busy right now. Like, money is at an all-time high. You know, we just hired a ton of people. We're hiring more people. Like, we're really busy right now. It's crazy how busy it is. We've never seen it this busy before. I mean, it's good. You know, it's a good thing. You know, it's good that we're getting so much contacts, making a lot of money.
Nowhere to hide.
Just don't see why they would be letting go of people, because that would be stupid. Why would we let go of people when we're doing really well? That makes no sense. When you're doing bad, then yeah, then you have a reason to be worried.
Got lucky that time. Born of ice and frost. Speed of light.
Yeah, I'm guessing it has to be. I have a feeling it's COVID related. I have a feeling what I think's going to happen. I think they're going to declare that we don't have to go back into the office. I have a feeling it's getting really bad right now. Like it's really bad. You know, they just declared state of emergency in Florida, so I don't think our job is going to be like, oh yeah, we're just going to come in and we're doubling down on that. I don't think they will. California is really pro-vaccine. Fucking Florida is what a joke right now. Like Florida is just in chaos right now. The virus is out of control in Florida. It's so bad right now. It's like holy crap. It's worse than when it started. Just because they keep politicizing the virus. I'm like, stop politicizing it, dude. Hey, this is serious. You're gonna wipe out the human race. You keep fucking treating this like a joke. Oh yeah, I know the economy is bad, but we just can't just go back to normal and just we can't do that. We just can't just go, this is just how it is now, tough shit. We'll just have to if you die, you gotta your corporate masters are more important. Like, no, it's not. Fuck that shit.
Access denied.
The government needs to step in, and things need to change. These corporate businesses are the ones that need to, I think, pick up the slack. Instead of getting all these tax breaks and then, I think corporations are the biggest problem. If it wasn't for greedy corporations, I think we'd be probably a lot better off than what we are now.
Nice and spicy. Born of ice and frost. Nowhere to hide. Into the fire. Don't blink. Boba, get them. Next on the agenda, access denied. Incoming. Nice and spicy. Protect us. Born of ice and frost. All hail. Stronger than I thought. Boba, get them! Stance! Nice and spicy!
Yeah, people don't. That's the thing. People don't care. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like they have no desire to keep living. So they're like, oh well, I'm just gonna live like it's my last day every day. I'm like, that's not smart. Why put yourself in a situation where you could potentially die prematurely because of not taking a vaccine? I'm sorry, but I think that's foolish. You have the power to control that variable. Why would you not control it? It's like, hey, I have a 95% chance I'm going to live. And, I could live to see till I'm 80 or 90. But if you don't take the virus, don't take the vaccine, you're very likely going to die if you get it. And the odds, you're more likely to get it the more you're around other people, especially that aren't vaccinated. So it's like, okay. It's like if someone tells you, here, drink this and I won't kill you, but if you don't drink it, I'm going to kill you. And it seems like people will say, well, I'd rather take my chances and not drink it. Because I don't trust it. So, but you are okay with someone just randomly killing you? That you're just going to for sure do it? Like, that doesn't sound very smart.
Got lucky that time. Cut to the chase.
Well, so did I. I got the virus. I got the vaccine too. But there's a lot of people. There's people people I know in real life, people I've worked with that are very anti-vaccine. They don't. They're like, I don't trust it. It's gonna kill me. I'm like, I was like, okay, you think that?
Come on. Don't blink.
It's like, you want to be paranoid.
Nowhere to hide.
Born of ice and frost. Access denied.
With sword comes shadow.
Nice and spicy. No touching. For Rex Lapis.
Well, I don't know if they're anti-vaxxers. They don't trust it. They feel that that they take it, they're gonna it's gonna kill them, or it's gonna give them complications. Like, they just don't trust the government. They're very anti-government, and most of them are sadly Republicans. It's just Republicans are so untrusting of the government. They'll trust a Republican though. If the Republican says take bleach to cure your thing, they'll do it. Because they believe, they're like, oh, I could trust him. They'll trust some random guy online, it's like, don't believe everything you say. I mean, God. Like, no, there's no trust in this world. So nobody trusts the government. They really think the government's out to kill us. They really believe like they are out to wipe the human race. It's like, I don't see how the government would think that's a good thing. Like, imagine, like, okay, so let's say they kill everybody in the world, and that would make them millions from doing that. Like, I don't understand how that would help. I'd like to explain the reasoning. So, what would wiping out the entire human race? How would that benefit the government? Imagine if they killed every single person in this world, except the rich people. What do you think they're going to do? You think, all of a sudden they're just going to get richer and things are going to just get better? No. The world would probably be even more in shambles because they have no one to do their work. All that money they have would be useless. Like, what are you going to spend your money on? There's no one to fucking pay. Oh, I'm just going to hire people to do... What people? Everybody's dead. Again, people are not very smart. You have to understand. A lot of people are really dumb. They just believe whatever bullshit someone tells them. It's like, well, that's got to be the truth because it's because it's not the government, so it must be true. Or they like to believe these conspiracy theories. Like, they're so, like, they say it's like a proven fact that yeah, I know it's going to sound kind of racist, but white people love conspiracy theories. Like, it's like a proven fact based on metrics. They say particularly older white people love conspiracy theories. They really do. They I don't know why they're so fascinated with it. Like, I don't understand, like, why would you believe in something that's not proven to be truthful? It's like, I don't get it. I really don't get it at all. It just sounds weird to me. I don't see how you get, like, high off that shit. Like, oh man, that's some good shit. I love fake shit. It's so fucking intense. I'm like, okay, it's not real though. I don't care if it's not real. Like, dude, you got problems, man. You're mentally not well. You are mentally not well. You're crazy. That's all I can say is you're fucking crazy. White people are the craziest peoples. That is truth. Alright, most of the anti-vaxxers, anti-vaxxers are either white people, older people, or Republicans, like almost all the time. That is, I don't see too many younger people being anti-vaxxer. It's usually older people, older, white, and Republican. Now, young people, not too much. But they'll double down on that shit. They don't care. Like, even if they go in the hospital, they're like, I won't get it. I'd rather take my chance and just die right now. I'm like, wow, that is, like, insane. It's like, imagine if someone just put a gun to your head and said, if you just say, I think the sky is blue, and I won't pull the trigger. I refuse to. I'd rather you pull that trigger. I'm never going to tell you the sky is blue. I'm like, okay. I don't see how you're being, like, virtuous. You're being stupid. It just sounds like you just don't want to admit the truth, and you're just, like, you rather take the other way out just to pretend like you're right. Like, oh, I'm right. See, if I kill myself, then I'm right. Or maybe these people really don't like themselves, and they'd rather just die. That could be it, too. I don't know. A lot of people hide stuff from, I know people are angry right now. There's a lot of anger in this world, so I think people just say stupid shit sometimes because they're so angry. They're so full of hate. So they rather do the unreasonable thing just to create conflict. it's scary, you know. People just, I don't know, man. Some people are just fucking nuts. They really are. They're just fucking insane. Be right back. I'm gonna get a snack real quick. BRB. Sorry about that. Get a snack. I'm back. Oh. But yeah, there's a lot of people that just don't trust people, you know. I think that's the biggest thing. We have no trust and we have no love. I definitely don't trust corporations. But corporations are all about money. They will do anything to make money, even if it hurts somebody. They will do it. You see it all the time. Most companies have no shame. Most companies care less if you drop dead. You know, it's just so corporate. And I hate that corporate mentality. I really do. Corporate mentality is shit. I really have, that's one set of people I have really little to no sympathy for is the rich. I'm just sorry, I just don't. I think the rich are some of the worst people in this world. You know, they have all this money that they don't need it, and they will fuck everybody over and their mom to stay rich. Just because they can. Like, oh yeah, well, I'm entitled to it. I get my way, and then you see how there's some of the biggest brats too. Rich people can be such little brats. Like they really believe that they're like horribly mistreated. Like, oh, you don't know what it's like. Oh, poor me, because I didn't make $1 million. Like, seriously, go fuck yourself. I pity you. Like you have it so fucking easy. Yeah, and you shouldn't. Let him threaten you all he wants because it makes him feel big. It makes him feel like he's better than you. his little insecure little self. Let him talk shit. Let him put you down. Let him think like, oh yeah, I showed him I'm so cool. No, you're not. You're just a bully. You're just a bully that loves power. So I would never be I would never be a successful business owner just because I'm not cutthroat. I feel like you have to be cutthroat to be a business owner nowadays. Like, it's just part of it. Well, it's just how it is. It's all about terrible work ethics, you know. It's not about integrity. It's not about that shit anymore. Just being just a controlling asshole. Power trip. It does. Because they think they're better than you. Yeah, it's absolutely true though. It's just, fortunately, it's just how it is. You know, absolute power corrupts.
Access denied. Speed of light. This is long overdue. Cut to the chase.
Let them think what they want. I just do my job. You know, even my coworkers say the same thing. It's like, yeah, just do what you can. Don't let them drive you crazy. Don't. It's not worth it. No, and I agree. You shouldn't let your job have power over you. Like they own you. Like you're their plaything. You know, you should never let them do that to you. And I agree. You shouldn't. These companies do not own you. You are not their property. It's like like my friend says, when you signed up for a job, it's not like you committed to them to own your soul. That's not what you signed up for. And that's true. You know, I signed up for working the shifts you need people, but outside of that, you leave me alone. You don't bother me. You know, you don't call me to come in to work extra, and you don't tell me, oh, you know, you got to do this and you got to do this on your off time and not get paid for it. No, none of that shit. If it's not on the clock, you know, sorry. If they get mad, it's like, you know, fuck them.
Nowhere to hide.
Let them get mad. Let them act like they play the victim, like, oh, you're so, everything we do for you. It's like, oh god, it's such petty shit, man. Fuck you.
Got lucky that time.
Boo-hoo. You didn't get your way. Oh well, tough shit. Life isn't fair. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo.
ice and frost.
Don't blink. You know a thing or two. Say no more. Move.
With sword and shadow.
The fairy.
Alright, man. Good seeing you. Take care, dude. I'll be on for a while. I'm gonna, in an hour, the Genshin Impact thing is gonna be on. Let's switch the stream over to that. Watch that for the next 45 minutes, then go to sleep. Gotta get up at 10 o'clock.
This is long overdue.
Perfect distance.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
The fairy. You know a thing or two. Move.
Nice and spicy. Border ice and frost.
Blade. There's more. Finally, you know a thing or two.
Don't blink.
Blade. You know a thing or two.
Get to the chamber. Access denied. Into the fire.
You know a thing or two. Finally.
Border ice and frost. Don't blink.
This.
I think I'm getting my AC just today. Supposed to be here at 8 to 10 in the morning. Go install it, and I'll be installing it until like 6 in the evening. So, looking forward to that. I'm gonna have my beautiful AC. Looking forward to that. Next week will be fun because I got 2 games to look forward to. Got a new horror game, and I got Guilty Gear Strive with Jacko, so at least give me a reason to play another game. Well, Jacko bring me back into Guilty Gear Strive. Let's see if that does anything for me. Not gonna hold my breath, but maybe should be fun to play, and I actually want to put some energy into it.
Nice and spicy. That lucky, I'll be back. Access denied.
Could be my artifact around and I'll switch over that. I'll switch over to the Genshin stream. It should be done in like 30, 20 minutes. There's nothing else to do. I think that those items aren't going to respond till tomorrow. So I gotta wait anyway. Either way, I have to wait. Supposed to go to the post office yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to go. Now I make sure I go on my lunch. 3 o'clock today. What's the packages delivered? Saturday, I gotta go to the store and pick up the stuff. Milk, gotta get cereal, gotta get soda, gotta get snacks. I'm gonna see my mom on Saturday too. He'll probably be home. Yeah, probably be home around 6. That way I can answer stream anytime now. I'm gonna have proper AC. Thank God. I don't have to worry about I can stream at any hour now.
Snowfall on this
My
side
AC is
will
all
head
fixed because I'm gonna get a nice, good AC unit in here. And it's Sunday. I'm gonna have to do my cleaning. I think I'm also gonna do. Gotta clean up that shed. The shed needs to be organized. It's gonna take me at least a half an hour to organize it. And I gotta start doing that painting. My room and my bathroom. And based on my work volume, like we've really been making a big dent in the call volume. So I think within the way how good things are going right now, I think we should have the call volume completely wiped in 3 weeks. I think based on how things we're going really fast. So it's looking great right now. We got a lot of people helping. We're getting a lot of work done. So I'm glad we're making progress. I should be back to having 2 days off again. I mean, Fridays and Saturdays off. And I'm hoping I don't have to go back in the office. I'm hoping we cancel that. Because they want us to go back in the office in 2 weeks, and I'm like, the way things are going, I don't think it's going to happen. That would be good news if they tell us, hey, no more overtime in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then we don't have to go into the office till like next year sometime. Like, cool. I'd be fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. I'm really curious what the meeting's about. Yeah, I'm really curious because it's usually. I'm hoping it's nothing bad. I hope it's good news. Because I don't know why it would be bad news. It's ever since we're doing so well. There's nothing wrong. It's nice when your company's doing well. I mean, it's always usually a good sign of job security if you're really busy all the time. The only way I could see it being bad news is if they say, "Oh, we sold the company to a investor, and they're going to fire the whole staff." Like then you have a reason to worry. Because at that point, they're just going to do things their way. Yeah, you know all those people that work here. Yeah, get rid of all of them and hire our guys. I hate when they do that shit. Like it happened in my last job. I just said, "Hey, we got a new owner." Owner said, "Get the fuck out. You guys are no longer welcome here." I was like, "Oh, that's lovely." I mean, I got unemployment, but it's just like, I'd be like, "Yep, back to looking for work." And then file employment benefits. Like, lovely. I hope that's not the case. I really don't want to go be unemployed again because I hate not working. I hate not having a job. It's like the biggest, shittiest thing. But if I got unemployment, I think I'd be okay for a while. I got like 6 months worth. I should be able to find a job. But hopefully that's not the news because I think people would be like really scared if they say, "Oh yeah, we're letting you guys all go. Sorry, we're doing so well, but yeah, we'll let you guys go." I hope that's not what it is. Please, God, please don't do that. I do not need to hear I'm gonna lose my job after I just bought a house. That's not what I want to do. I'm gonna tell you one thing: money's gonna be a lot tighter. And 1,600 a month. I'd be like, well, money's gonna be a lot tighter now. It's like I'm definitely gonna have to watch what I spend. Yeah, sell stuff when I look in my room and see what else I can sell. Make some extra money and then do some side jobs. Also, another thing it could be, it might be a race because we're doing so well. That could be also the case too. But I doubt it though. But we'll see. Cost of living increase. I would like a raise. Can I have a raise? Yeah, if it's like $1 raise, I'd be happy with that. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, more money is always a good thing. Even $1 more on your check, that's like an extra. It's like an extra $160 a month. I mean, it's not much, but it adds up. Plus all the overtime. We'll see, 'cause I'm just a lot of what ifs on my end. Hypotheticals. We'll see tomorrow. Well, today actually. And I'll know in 8 hours. I'll be like, give me the skinny. What's going on? What's the word, Chief? 40 minutes till the video starts, or till the presentation starts. I hope we get some new areas, because I wanna farm new areas again. I miss doing that.
Shadows of fate. My apologies.
What's up, Kozu? How you doing, dude? It's just speculation. It might be a new island that they're getting added, but it might not be till 2.2. So, we don't know yet. It could be this update, or it could be next update. It could just be characters. I know we're supposedly getting 2 new characters, possibly 3. So, going to be 1 4-star, 1 5-star, or 1 4-star, and 2 5-stars. That's what I heard. Because I've already seen the leak. Supposedly the banner's already been leaked. And it's going to be Ball in the next banner. Ball and what's her name? The other chick. The general chick. I heard they're going to be on one banner. And I heard, yeah, she's a 4-star. Yeah, Kokomi or whatever her name is. Little cutie. And then that other chick, the leader of the resistance. She's supposed to be another character. I'm not particularly want her. I want Kokomi. I'm interested in Kokomi. I wouldn't mod Ball either, but Kokomi is the one I want. Kokomi's pretty. I like her design. She's pretty hot. We'll see. I don't know yet. We'll know in 40 minutes. They're gonna reveal it, so I don't know if it's gonna be an English stream though. I heard the English stream is supposed to go at the same time as the Japanese stream. I mean the Chinese stream, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Or if it's just gonna be, you know, because before it was like really like far off from each other, but now they've uniformed them and made them around the same time. We'll see though. She's the first character to have fall damage on water. That's funny. Oh no, water, my worst enemy. It's unique at least. How you doing, Kozu? Yeah, I just finished the what do you call it? The tower defense game. I'm done with that. It's supposed to be a new event, I think, starting tomorrow. The arena or whatever, the imaginary challenge or some shit. Collins can land on water. It's like water is a solid to her. Water is so water is land and land is water. So we can swim in land, right? So if I jump into land, he just goes into a puddle. Everything is opposite. Yeah, I hope we get new areas. Because, yeah, she just swims in the earth. I'll be like, oh. She's like a little graboid. That would be interesting. She's Gia? I'm surprised they have like an Earth Rider or something like that character, a Geo character I can swim through the land. That could totally be a thing. That's good. And I gotta get up early again today. I gotta be at my job at 11. I was supposed to be in at 1, but they won't. I asked to come in at 11 because there's just like this big meeting at my job, and it's really important because like big people are gonna be there. So I don't know what's going on, but supposedly it's really big meeting. I don't know what it's about though. But they said if we can be there to be there, and I'm like, okay, what's this all about? I'm just curious, like, what's going on, you know? I hope it's nothing bad. I really hope. That gets me worried. Like, is it gonna be something terrible? You know, I hope it's not. I hope it's good news, because my job's been super busy. We've been doing really, really well, like, extremely well. So I really don't see why it would be bad news, but I could be wrong. It's possible it could be bad news. You just never know. You just don't know sometimes. They didn't say it was worth it. They said they would like you to come to it because it's important if you can. If you can, it's fine, but they kind of stress they would like you to come. So I'm wondering, what it's all about. So I don't know if it's bad news or good news. They just said it is important. So I don't know what it's about. Oh, you had a power surge? Yeah, that sucks. I used to have those back in my old apartment. Used to have our power go out randomly because the damn company wouldn't invest in a proper power grid. Not the surge protector, the transformer would keep blowing up, and we would have power out like every month. We'd have a power outage. I'm like, just like fucking hey, dude, spend some money and get a proper infrastructure for electricity to supply to your units instead of being cheap. Because companies rather be cheap and not spend the money. I don't want to spend the money because it's too expensive. Oh, you're talking about for this stream? Oh yeah, because it's the 1 year anniversary. That's why. I'm assuming there's going to be some big announcements. I'm assuming. I wouldn't be surprised. We're supposed to get a free 5-star character, which is going to be Alloy, or she's going to be free. Which is cool. She'll probably be a fairly decent character. I don't think she's going to be a stellar 5-star. She'll be good though. She'll be like a strong 4-star, a low-level 5-star. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's 1. 2, probably going to be some sort of wish thing going on. 3, probably, maybe more gems. Something. Yeah, it's the 1 year anniversary, so I expect them to be a little bit more generous. Because, also the 1 million YouTube subscriber, I know they'll probably give gems for that too. They recently just got that award. Yeah, that's probably right. I'm wondering if Alloy is going to be PS5 exclusive. That's going to suck if she is. I know people aren't going to be happy about that. It's like, oh, sorry, only PS5 users get to get Alloy. I'd be like, that's going to stink if that's the case. Like, you telling me the PC players can't play her? I mean, I wouldn't probably care too much. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the series, so I don't play that game. So you think she's coming out in 2.2 and she's only going to be for PS4? She's not even going to be on PS5. That's shitty. If she's going to stay exclusive. Oh, she did. Okay, if everybody gets it on 2.3, then no big deal. If it's just a time lock for one update, that's fine. I could wait. It's not a big deal. That's completely fine. Yeah, if it was like, sorry, she's PS4 exclusive forever, I'd be like, you guys are stupid. But yeah, if it's everybody's gonna come in 2.3, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Alright with me, Joe. Joe. So PS4, PS5, and then 2.3, and then everybody else gets it. I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna cry about that. Yeah, that's not a big deal. I'm okay with that, Chief. No, let's see each other. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Stuff like that is just such a minor thing. I don't give a shit. Oh, really? No constellations? Oh, she's just a flat. She's just flat. Okay, got it. No, that's cool. I mean, if that's how it is, that's how it is. That doesn't bother me too much. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it makes me believe she is going to be a free character. Just based on that, it sounds like, well, you can't enhance her, so it's not like she's just a free character here. She's just a promotional character. You can't upgrade her. Or the event gives her something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see more info next month. I'll be okay. I'll be okay with that. I don't think that bothered me too much.
A blade.
Let's sit for that. Let me go ahead and turn that up and get the link for the stream. We can watch that right now. So, where is the... God damn it, I did not tell you to open the game again. What's this shit?
Alright, so let's do it, Jude.
Is there a link for the stream? Is it on Twitch? Trying to find it. Seeing it load in. Where is it? I don't think the... Yeah, I don't see it on that. Yeah, it says it's gonna appear at 9 a.m., which is like 6 o'clock. I'm not gonna wait that long for the English one. What about the Japanese? What about the Chinese one? I don't think. Yeah, that's the Twitch one, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that comes out till 2 hours from now. Not in 15 minutes. Cause I thought it was 4 a.m. I think the Japanese one. No, but I think that one's not going to start for another 2 hours. I'm not going to wait till 6 if that's the case. I wouldn't be able to go to sleep. You know if the Chinese one is going to be available or no? That one starts. Does that one start? What time does that one start? Does that one start to? Does this one start at 9 o'clock instead? Or does it not start? Maybe it starts up later now. No, I'm looking at the Chinese one. It looks like it says 9 a.m. I'm in China. Yeah, it says, because that's Chinese time, right? Shit, I'm gonna miss out on it. Because it says 9 a.m. UTC -4. So I think UTC -4 is 7 a.m. Let me look, hold on a second. Let me look at Majestic. He gave, let's see. Yeah, it's not at 4 o'clock. It's at 6 in the morning. So that's shitty. That's really shitty. Yes, it starts at 6 in the morning. Yeah, it's different this time around. Yeah, yeah. So it starts at 6 in the morning for me. So yeah, it's not gonna be at 4 like it was before. So they moved the time later. Yeah, I just found out. So unfortunately, it's 3:48 a.m. Pacific Standard. 3:48. So it's I just did the conversion. So it's not gonna start for another 2 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait that long. So fortunately, I gotta. Yeah, I like to stay and watch it, but I'm not gonna deprive myself of sleep just to watch it because I got work at I got work at 11 o'clock today. I want to make sure I get at least 5 hours sleep for the meeting. I just hope it's not like I miss out on something that you have to be on a stream to participate. That's gonna make me mad if that's the case. I hope it's just the usual 3 codes. I'll try, but I mean, I could take a nap for 2 hours and then come back, and then I'll see because the stream will probably be an hour, and then I'll go back to sleep and get up at 10. I could do that, but let me see. 1K primos. Yeah, I mean, if you go there and you get 1,000 primos just for being in the audience, I mean that would be crazy. If that's the case, because yeah, that's worth staying up for. That's a lot of primo gems. We'll see. Yeah, it could be one of those things of like, oh, first 10,000 people get 1,000 primo gems. Enter this code quick as you can. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll just go to sleep now, and I'll set my alarm for 5:50. That way, if something happens, I can wake up. I can get ready really quick. I have everything already set up, so I just need to wake up. That way I can participate. So, yeah, I'll do that. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna go to bed, and then I'll take a nap. If I wake up, cool. If I don't, then no big deal. So I'm not gonna hold my breath, but as long as I get 5 hours sleep, because if I can sleep 2 hours and go back to bed and get another 5 hours sleep, that's fine. I mean, another 3 hours sleep, that's fine. I'm not gonna die because I do it. I'm just saying. I can always sleep. I just don't. I'm just not going to stay up for 2 hours doing nothing to wait for the thing. I'm gonna go take a nap, so I will go do that. So let me go ahead and do that. So all right then, guys. I'll be back. I'll try to be back later, and then if I'm on, we'll watch the stream together. If not, then don't worry about how come. I'll see you guys when I get off work. So, anyways, you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys later.